things I forgot. Oh, well, no, it's fine. But it's real noisy because um, the AC and I got like three fans. We have Aaron's fan, my fan, the hallway fan, and then the AC. So um, I got that resolved. It was really loud. Did you not just hear that? But anyways, Grand Rising. I am here to read you an article because a few a, a few weeks ago, I think I read this article, and then I sent it to my daughter because the name of the title is, or the name of the title. I'm very sleepy. Please excuse me. 13 things every unloved daughter desperately needs to hear. This is on Yahoo by Hallie K. She posted this July 24th. You know, it was really funny when I read it too. I'm like, Yahoo? I haven't been on Yahoo and I don't know how long. Well, I'll have to go back. But being an unloved daughter can leave you feeling isolated and misunderstood. Maybe you've grown up believing that you aren't worthy of love or support, but that couldn't be further from the truth, and it's time to challenge those ingrained beliefs and affirm your worth. Excuse me. All right, I'm not gonna read it every single one like super in depth. I might just pick like one or two sentences out of each one. But the reason we're doing this is because, you know, when I said the other day, I was like, you know, some of you just wanted me to never do anything wrong and then I could deem myself good, right? And the belief of that belief actually comes from being unloved. You were only loved when you were behaving. You know what I'm saying? And so that's not real love. And so then you put that same type of belief on the other people. So let's help you fix that. You are not defined by your past. That is number one. The experiences and relationships from your past don't get to dictate who you are today. Sure, they shape you, but they don't get to write your whole story. Okay? Oh, psychologist Dr. Susan Forward in her book Toxic Parents emphasizes that breaking free from a painful past is entirely possible with conscious effort and self-awareness, okay? And you have the right to define yourself on your own terms. All right. Number two, it's okay to set boundaries. Boundaries might feel foreign or even selfish, especially if you were never allowed to have them before. Okay? Get that. Okay. You know, boundaries protect your emotional well-being and help you maintain healthier relationships. So that is for someone out there. It's okay to have boundaries. Okay? This is 11 or 13 things every unloved daughter desperately needs to hear. Then we've got you're lovable just as you are. Yeah. Feeling unloved growing up can lead you to question your inherent worthiness, okay? So it doesn't matter if you're fat. It doesn't matter if you smoke. It doesn't matter if you drink. Excuse me, I really hate the word fat. But anyways, it actually does, you know, there's plenty of people that are really, really bad, and there's someone that really loves them regardless. You know what I'm saying? So Dr. Brene Brown, a leading researcher on vulnerability and shame, asserts that embracing your imperfections and vulnerabilities is key to realizing your worthiness. Okay. Number four, your feelings are valid, but they are not facts. Just a reminder. Okay. They still are valid and deserve to be acknowledged. Number Oh, yeah. Valid. We're going to stay there. Hold on. Validating your own feelings is an empowering step towards self-acceptance. Okay. If nobody validates them, you can still validate yourself. All right. 5, you're stronger than you know. Though you may not feel like it, you develop strengths and coping mechanisms that many people might not possess. And Dr. Angela Duckworth, a psychologist known for her work grit, indicates that perseverance and resilience are factors in achieving personal success. Okay, moving on. 6, you need to be kinder to yourself. This one, I've spoken on this several times. Okay, self-compassion, not self-love, self-compassion will get you a lot farther. But it says being hard on yourself might feel like a default setting, especially if you've internalized negative messages from your past. Okay, practicing self-compassion is crucial for healing and growth. And site posts, I get psychology research all the time. They have actually confirmed that self-compassion works more than dang, there was, I can't see the research is null if I can't tell you exactly what it was, but they did say self-compassion was better. Okay, self-compassion isn't about letting yourself off the hook, it's about nurturing your emotional health, and it gives you the grace to acknowledge your faults without self-criticism. Okay, 7, you deserve total happiness. It does not matter what you did, you can be happy too. Okay, and happiness is not a finite resource. You're entitled to pursue it just like anyone else. And it's not selfish to focus on your own happiness. Okay, you're allowed to change. Change is a natural part of growth, yet it can feel daunting, especially if you were discouraged in your past. Okay, embrace the idea that you have freedom to evolve and redefine yourself, and you're not obligated to remain the same person you were yesterday. Okay, so you are not alone. That's number 9. For the spiritual folks, you already know that. Okay, many people share similar stories and found ways to heal and thrive, and connecting with others who understand your experience can be profoundly healing. Yeah. I did a video, I think I didn't delete it, but I didn't like that I name dropped somebody, so I went ahead and I put that back on private. The reason that I'm in the spiritual community and that I watch so much tarot is because I chose to use tarot as my PTSD support group instead of using the, Children of Alcoholics Anonymous group. um, and I connected with others who understand the experience. And just a reminder that you're very appreciated. Yeah, I don't think a lot of you realize that coming upon you was divine timing. I wasn't changing because I was getting called out by the tarot or anything like that. It was because it was time. You know, the work that I've done like 843 videos. The tarot thing is a very small amount of that because all of this stuff was already done. It was already written. My a lot of the video, like some of those videos were already done before I ever even watched a video, a tarot reading. Some of the writings were done before I was really getting heavy into it. So, you came into my life and were my support system. Some of the things that I've done, it's not like I'm, oh my God, I can't move until I watch the tarot and find out what to do today, right? But as I'm going through my day, and I might hear, for instance, somebody needs to clean out their Google Photos. I didn't think that. I did it, and then I come across stuff, right? Just little stuff, like when I don't have much to do on a day. So I find things to do, but you turned into my support system. I'm not alone. So I just wanted to throw that out there really quick. I appreciate y'all. Number 10, you have the right to be heard, okay? And feeling unheard can be demoralizing, especially if it's a recurring theme in your life, to be constantly silenced, okay? So some of you have been constantly silenced in your life. You deserve, you have the right to be heard, okay? And you are entitled to express your thoughts, feelings, and needs without the fear of dismissal. Take small steps to assert yourself and celebrate those victories. Number 12, oh wait, no, I don't know how to count today. 11, you can forgive without forgetting, okay? Forgiveness is a personal decision and can be a critical step towards healing. And it doesn't mean that you excuse or forget what happened. So just a reminder, I forgive you, but I'm not going to forget. And that doesn't mean that I'm keeping a list of wrongdoings, okay? But I can choose to not deal with you, you know? Forgiveness is not a weakness, by the way. 12, you deserve support. I just happened to look up it's 11:11 when I said that. And that support can come from anywhere, okay? Seeking support is a strength, not a weakness, okay? This is for some of y'all that be like, you'll never catch me begging for help. Well, actually, I just said that not too long ago, but I actually have asked for help, and asking for help is a strength, right? That's for some of you who think that you can never ask anybody for anything, and you look down on people who do. This for you. You were unloved, so you've made a belief system. You've made a belief system that only you can do the XYZ, and you can't rely on anybody, and I'll be damned if you catch me out here doing XYZ. This for you. You deserve support. You do. You have that belief system because every time you went to your mom, she couldn't, she couldn't do nothing for you. Your dad was never there, type shit, So you think that not only it's so deep seated that you don't even realize that you don't think that you deserve it. So you just think that, oh no, I'm real strong. I'm real strong. I don't need nobody. Blah, blah, blah. But deep down, because of how you were raised and because you were unloved, you put on a front like you just that bitch. But really what it is that you don't think you deserve support. And then you get mad at those people that ask for support. Weak bitch. No, you're weak. Because deep down, you don't even think that you deserve that. And you put on this air of being some kind of superwoman when you're very fragile inside. You deserve support, though, okay? It's not a weakness. And you should surround yourself with people who uplift and encourage you. And professional help, such as therapy, can also provide you with valuable tools. 13, you're unworthy, you're unworthy. I'm sorry. You're worthy of unconditional love. That's where the un came from, because I was reading ahead. You're worthy of unconditional love, okay? And I started this by saying, this is the last one, but I started this by saying, because some of you were only loved when you were good, now you have this belief system. You have this belief system that you're going to be stuck. If you had a bad reputation at 13, you're going to have that same fucking reputation at 43. That's your idea. That's what you think life should be like. If you were really bad and you made bad choices, you're going to be held to that for the rest of your life. You guys have that mindset because you were unloved. You were only loved when you were good. Nobody told you, that it's okay to make mistakes. When you did get in trouble, because let me think back. There, Kev on stage, he had a little segment where he was going through all the Twitters where people were explaining what they got spanked for, right? What they got in trouble for, what they got spanked for. And a lot of them, they're millennials like myself, who, or Gen X and millennials, because I'm like right on that border. Well, we get spanked for stupid shit. Aaron's been spanked for something stupid. When they did that shit, they did not come back to us and say, hey, I actually like overreacted. I shouldn't have done that. It is completely normal what you just did. So since you didn't get that, you think every single fucking minor infraction is like, you're just bad, 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 bad. You don't deserve anything, right? So a lot of you actually have this deep-seated belief because of little stuff like that, that you're unworthy of unconditional love. But you are. You are worthy of unconditional love. No past experiences can take away from your innate worthiness. Love is not something that needs to be earned or proven. It is something that everyone, including you, deserves. Embrace the truth that you are lovable and deserving of kindness, respect, and affection. And, you know, surround yourself with people who affirm your worth and remind you of your value. And that is why I watch so much tarot. That is why I watch so much tarot. Because you don't know me though. You don't know me, but you're speaking those affirmations. That is very much needed. You know what I'm saying? That's why I watch tarot. I turned y'all into my support group. And we're all supporting each other. All of us are talking about trauma. All of us are talking about uh, the things that we've experienced in our childhood. All of us are doing it. But some of you, because you were unloved, you don't even you hold those standards not just for yourself but for others. You hold those negative beliefs for others as well. The world be a much better place. Some people. I saw I'm scrolling. I don't just talk about tarot readers. I talk about every single thing I see that comes through my algorithm. And there was one person in particular that was talking about having outbursts and you need to control yourself. And I know she wasn't talking to me, but in the real world, it's not like that. It's not understanding of your emotional state. It's not, and that's true. But the reason that it's not like that in the real world is because you all have these weird beliefs right here that stem from being unloved. It could be like, I got my other phone. Okay. Um, it's in the real world, it could be like that, where people could be understanding of your outbursts and people could be understanding of your emotional state and people could be more healing. But the reason that it's not is because you were unloved in childhood. So because you were unloved in childhood, you hold on to some weird beliefs that keep you from being able to be understanding. Yes, it is still very important that we all control ourselves, we control our emotions, we control our things. And specifically for myself, because I have heard that come up a lot about how, like, if I was, experiencing something and I would have an outburst and stuff, those weren't outbursts, that was begging. That's what my begging looked like. And then they'd try to say I was like being, oh, you're out of control. And I'd be like, literally, please, please stop, please. Because at some point, it finally came to a point where I was literally begging for the meddling to stop. You know what I'm saying? But either neither here or there. It could be a better place and we could be more understanding of people not being able to control their emotions, because that comes from long-term emotional neglect. It comes from long some people go on one side of the spectrum, other people go on the other side. Okay, the people on the other side are shaming the people on the more extreme side, but neither of you are normal. Neither of you are in the middle. You come to the middle when you realize that both of you are unloved and both of you are holding some weird shit in your head that you need to bring it back to normal. All right. So another thing too, I'm going to speak on just really briefly. I've said this before, but I'm going to say it again because it's been so long since I said it before. There are some women, okay, and not to go against, it's not about women, but this is how you know you're male-centered, right? There are some women that will shame other mothers for what they do in their house, especially when they're single, or shame them for maybe how they manage their children. Oh, I'm patient and da da da, and that mom's not patient and blah blah blah. and you have the reason that you haven't experienced or expressed certain aspects of yourself, like a lack of patience, is because you're actually your teammate regulates you. You're not actually regulating yourself. Your teammate, your partner regulates you. You have co-regulation. So you're able to maintain your patience a little bit better than someone who's by themselves. Um, this is coming from like the 3D, by the way. Something happened in the 3D. You're not by yourself. You're co-regulating all the time when you live with someone. So you'll watch single mothers sometimes kind of lose their shit. And it's because have you ever tried to tell a 7-year-old that they have to brush their teeth every day for 7 months? Have you ever done that? You probably have, but the thing is, at some point, your partner's going to come through and say, hey, listen to your mom. And then now it's done. And some of you don't have to go 7 months, because when you have two people, the child commonly starts to believe you because there's more than one person. But when it's one person, you have the same conversation over and over and over again because there's nobody to say that you're right. So they don't believe you. They don't, it's not their fault. They don't believe you. They don't believe that you really have to brush your teeth every day. And there's nobody else telling them. So they're, mom's just a full piece of shit. She full of shit. She don't know shit. She don't know shit. I didn't brush my teeth yesterday. She didn't know, and my teeth are still in my mouth. Sorry, I really like when I think on a child's level, but it's so funny. So you, mom, with a partner, right? You guys managed to get your child to believe you that you have to brush your teeth within 3 months. Me, it's taken 2 years because it's just me. And then at some point you get tired. So towards the end of the school year, you know, towards the end of the school year this past year, I just started losing my shit because I shouldn't have to keep telling you the same fucking thing every day. For 2 years, you've had the same routine for 2 years. I should not have to be having this conversation with you today, okay? Or tomorrow, or next week. Now I'm losing my shit. Because here we are again. Oh my God, didn't we just have this conversation yesterday? We just had this conversation yesterday. We did. I'm not having this conversation with you again. And if I have this conversation with you again, I'm gonna lose my shit. So some of you mothers out here who have a partner, you really don't realize, like, you think it's all in you. You think it's all me. I'm just such a good mom. I'm just so patient. I'm just such a good mom. Type A. I'm actually type A too. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. So some of you women will look down on single mothers who are doing it all by themselves and think that you're just doing better, not even putting any thought into the fact that you actually have a partner who is helping you co-regulate, who is keeping you, helping you keep your cool, who is helping you keep your sanity. And you will just like make all of what's going on with that single mother about their character and not their experience. And I just wanted to bring that up because I saw something yesterday. Okay. Hi. There was a conversation at the bus stop that I heard. There you go. Hi. Grand Rising. What you doing? Your brother's going to be here soon. I tell him that every morning. Just as if we were expecting a new baby. Thank you. I love you too.